Alright, so this is the stage we're at now. Just gotta get this thing all through a quick color. And just gonna merge it all. I actually don't like this brush that much. I'm gonna turn off the transfer. I'm working hard brush. Sometimes it's just easier to work with a hard brush at first. Get the shapes you sort of need. Alright, so we got some eyes in. What else do we need today? We need some human flesh. Let's throw some of this here. Ooh. Nose normally has some of the wrinkling going on. Sort of where I want to stick it. Work it. Let's set this at soft light. Yeah, lower the opacity a bit, throw in some texture. I think this can go on the nose a bit more. Ooh, you know what? I want some more of this. It's not bad texture. Great thing about textures is you can just keep on overlaying them, and they just keep on making your scenes more graphic, more surrealistic. Like this eye stuff here is just beautiful. You can totally take it, just apply it somewhere. Maybe something like that right there. Stretch it too much. Rotate a little bit. Just turn it on a soft light. It's very important you get the certain areas very high concentrated with texture. Eyes in particular, mouth areas, nose areas, places that scrunch up more. Everything else can just be less because it's not the focus of attention. Eyes are normally the focus of attention. Let's throw in some more texture. Ooh, this is some good forehead. A little messy, but like if you look at this zombie right here, he's very, very good. Notice the eyes are very, very textured, but the rest of the body is not so textured. And that's to create that more dramatic posing. Let's see if we can use some of his jaw. Now you're gonna say, oh, how can I stick that jaw? This doesn't fit at all. Good God, what are you? You just paint? Oh, wait, yeah, it's not so bad now, huh? Throw down the opacity a bit. Try to get the edges to sort of smooth in with the rest of it. Yeah, now it's not looking so bad, huh? It's sort of just merging in slowly. Looking very gruesome. It's looking very groovy. Groovy. Should play some music one of these days to these things. Let's use another junction of it. So something like this, which would have taken me hours to paint all this great texture and stuff like this, literally only takes, just a couple minutes, especially, and it's very useful for production. Production is what I was going to say. Biggest problem with this technique I'm showing you, where you're sort of laying it, is you lose a lot of the saturation and intensity. So normally what I like to do is I like to dodge it all back up afterwards. Especially the areas I want. Like right now, these are the most intense areas, most saturated areas. But that doesn't have to be. This area looks like, leave some around the eyes. Just a little bit. Now we need something for the. Ooh, I want to use some of this burn stuff off of Scarface here. The Tooth face. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite villains that I love what they've done with it, with the Dark Knight. It's almost like just mishmashing images, throwing them on, and hoping some moving magic's gonna happen. If you ever seen those concept art books, this is how they do it. This is literally how they do it. They throw in shit and hope it turns out awesome. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Now, for this guy, we need some gnarly teeth. Let's see. Oh, these are pretty gnarly. Oh, too bad the image quality is pretty shitty. It's okay, it's a concept piece. Okay. Let's change the color. I pressed Command U. So you can change saturation and yeah, let's make this a little saturated, a little darker. Yeah, that's good. Then I'm gonna use my curves, which is Control M, to bump up what I want. I want the saturations to be higher, yeah, sort of like that. I want the contrasts to be higher. Sort of soften the paintbrush into it. Now we got something pretty damn gruesome. So now we're starting to lose it, so we gotta draw some of this back in. So let's just try and do some careful strokes. This nose is getting a little lost. You gotta find it again. These eyes could be a lot darker. So that nose anatomy in there. Let's make this teeth really pop out. And some darkness here. And some brighter nibble. His teeth are new nibbling. Let's make his teeth less nibbling. Pretty gnarly looking zombie already. That's way too much frizzled hair though. Let's take a look at what we could do with hair. See if we can just mess with it, skew it. Doesn't really have to be right. Let's just take a look what happens. Multiply, soft line it. Ooh. Sort of like that look, a lightened look. Let's take a look. I have to get rid of some of that blue though. Let's see if I can just do select color range and remove the blue out. Yep, I can. Alright. I'll just duplicate that again. Move somewhere where I like. To the other side. Flip vertical, squash it a bit, rotate it. Just throw it around. See what you get with it. You just don't know what you'll get. And then just remove what you don't like. So back that to lighten. And from this process, it's basically, now we're going to flatten everything one more time. Now this is what we did in about, I think, 20 minutes. Just imagine what you could do in an hour or 2 hours, you know. This is just quickly coming up with what I sort of like. You know, now I'm going to try and really play with it. Throw some skin here. Hair is modeled out. Go in there a bit. He sort of looks like what was that guy's name? Kevin Bacon.